from your breaking news and weather authority. This is 13 WHAM News at 6.
The bitter cold is here, but it shouldn't be sticking around for too much longer. Good evening, I'm Stephen Pappas. With so much snow on the ground, could we see a white Christmas? Let's get right to our Weather Authority forecast. How much snow has fallen at the airport since Friday? No one's exactly sure, but here's John with a look at some local snow reports. John, good evening.
A photo from Ed and Penn Yan showing the snow on the ground in the Finger Lakes. And yeah, nobody knows exactly how much snow fell at the airport this morning because the reports just weren't there. There was some miscommunication and no reports came in for yesterday or today. So you see those question marks at the bottom of your screen. Now there was close to a foot of snow in east of Rochester in Wayne County, Walworth there, 10.5 inches. Closer to the city, 6.5 there, 6 inches in the Bristol Hills, and in parts of western Monroe County, you saw maybe 4 to 6 inches there. So everybody at least got something closer to Lake Ontario. Temperatures coming in the mid-teens. Murray at 16, 14 in Spencerport, 22 in Pulteneyville. This afternoon, one of the quote-unquote milder spots in the area tonight. You can see that lake snow still off to the west of Rochester, 14 degrees. Downtown right now, mostly cloudy skies, and visibility was an issue all day. If you were out early in the day, you certainly saw the impact of those localized snow bands, reducing visibility to less than 4 miles and less than 2 miles at plenty of times through the afternoon today. Looking at radar, you can still see a couple of those bands off to the east of Rochester starting to show back up on radar now. They were below the band, so to speak, through much of the day with just the relatively low height of those clouds throughout the afternoon, but still some accumulation occurring east of Rochester. And when you look at what we can expect going into the overnight hours tonight, it's going to be a little bit more snow. Again, east of Rochester, Wayne County, Ontario County. Those areas have a winter weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. As it stands right now, we'll keep you updated on that if that gets extended later on in the evening. Now, future snow amounts really not going to amount to much, so I don't expect that advisory to be extended any past 10. Less than an inch for most. Again, those areas south and east of Lake Ontario could see 1 to 2, maybe locally a little bit higher amounts there. But back to 10 degrees tonight, cool and partly cloudy, the wind out of the northwest, and that'll become more west as we go through the day tomorrow. High pressure builds into the area, and as it does so, we're going to start to see the wind shift from west to more south going into late tomorrow night. That'll push lake effect snow back over Lake Ontario. And as we go through the day on Monday, we'll see those temperatures really ramping up behind a nice south wind. Eventually some snow moving into the area late on Monday. So tomorrow, if you're heading out to Orchard Park, bundle up. It's going to be cold, 13 degrees at kickoff. Plenty of clear skies later on in the night. The rest of us, high temperatures below 20 degrees. Most areas away from Lake Ontario going to stay in the mid-teens. Again, plenty of opportunities for lake effect snow tonight and into tomorrow east of Rochester, but I think most of the rest of the area stays clear of snow. Additionally, from what's already fallen, temperatures in the low teens for areas well south of Lake Ontario. Tomorrow, looking at the opportunity for a few flurries east of Rochester, and then the temperatures, well, they really ramp up. We're back to 30 degrees by Monday, mid-30s by the middle of the week. Christmas looks to be dry, no additional snowfall, but with temperatures overnight below freezing, I think we have a good chance at hanging on to the snow on the ground. So a white Christmas at this point looks pretty good.
I mean, what are we doing with these temperatures? 17 all the way up to 40?
Really warming it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Really warming it up.
All right, John, thank you very much. Well, Governor Kathy Hochul is weighing in on the tragic death of an incarcerated individual earlier this month at an Oneida County correctional facility. Hochul today calling for all 14 people involved in the use of force death of 43-year-old Robert Brooks to be fired. In a statement, Hochul saying, quote, "The vast majority of correction officers do extraordinary work under difficult circumstances, and we are grateful for their service. But we have no tolerance for individuals who cross the line, break the law, and engage in unnecessary violence or targeted abuse." At the time of the incident, Brooks was more than halfway through a 12-year sentence for stabbing his girlfriend multiple times in 2016. The New York State Attorney General's office is reviewing the case and will decide whether criminal charges will be brought forward. A teenage boy is facing felony burglary charges after he was allegedly caught breaking into an apartment in Seneca Falls. Authorities say it happened the morning of December 16th. 2 people were found inside the building but fled the scene. Investigators say at least one of the suspects caused the damages found inside that apartment. One suspect, a 17-year-old, was arrested and charged with burglary and conspiracy. Police say the second suspect has not been found. 2 people displaced from their home just days before Christmas after a house fire earlier this morning on the city's southwest side. Authorities say it happened just before 6:30 last night on Reynolds Street. They tell us the home had smoke and fire damage throughout the first and second floors. Luckily, nobody was injured. Red Cross is working to assist the family displaced. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. And taking a look at the newest program opening today at Legion Post 282 in West Bloomfield. The new Regiment 282 program is designed to help combat veteran suicide through the power of gaming. The group says the program helps unite veterans and service members, helping them connect and transition from military to civilian life.
It's not around a whole lot, this is something totally unique, especially to our area, and we have a chance to really make something great here and make a difference for our veteran community and their families, and make a difference, for mental health on that side of it as well.
The Post says they've raised over $20,000 in order to host this program and become the first Legion in the state to offer it. We are right in the midst of the holiday season, and across the community, many are using this time to give back. Over at the Rochester Convention Center, the Rock Royal Foundation is holding its 11th annual holiday toy giveaway. More than 1,000 kids are celebrating the season with gifts, snacks, and pictures with Santa Claus himself. This year, the group is adding a new wellness component with workshops and resources aimed at empowering kids to improve their overall well-being.
Sometimes they may not necessarily have what's necessary to buy gifts for their children, so we want the kids to be able to experience a good Christmas, to feel love, to feel joy during this season.
The group says the goal is to uplift youth and their families in a positive and engaging way. Over at St. Paul Street, another festive gathering was celebrating the holiday season. Today, the Desio and Gingelo Foundation held its free holiday event offering haircuts, toys, and meals to dozens of families.
It started off as a homeless initiative, and now we currently help anyone who is in need, single families, families with young children, anyone who just needs a boost, especially in this holiday time.
That event was free for all to attend. And I know driving home last night was miserable. No official snowfall at the airport though.
Officially, no. We know it did, and hopefully in coming days we'll have that backlogged. But tomorrow, temperatures mid-teens, some lake effect snow east of Rochester, very cold. Bundle up if you're heading out. Milder air returns by the middle of next week.
All right, John, thank you very much, and thank you for joining 13 WHAM News at 6 on Facebook Live this Saturday evening. More news tonight at 10 on Fox Rochester, then right back here after the game at 11 o'clock. Have a good night.